My name is Alexandra Garcia, and I'm here to talk to you about why bigger is not always better. In 2014, 36% of adults aged 20 and older and 17% of children and adolescents aged 2 to 19 are obese. And the purpose of my speech today is to inform you of the effects of fast food on the body and in America. As time has gone by, the rate of fast food restaurants throughout America has increased. And with the increase in fast food, there has also been an increase in the rate of obesity. Fast food has only had a negative effect in America. My 3 points today are going to be the effects on the body, on different body parts, the effects of ingesting sugar, fat, and sodium if one is not active enough, and the effects of fast food on society. I would like to begin by discussing what fast food does to the body and provide some specifics on certain parts of the body. My resource for this is titled The Effects of Fast Food on the Body by Anne and Ella and Kimberly on January 25th of 2018. I found this article during an online research, and this source provides information on what fast food can do to the body and goes in depth as to what parts of fast food affect certain parts of the body. It may seem as an easy fix if you get off work late and don't want to cook, but the way it affects the body is way worse than just getting over with a quick meal. When carbohydrates are digested, they break down and release into the bloodstream as sugar. If there is an increase in sugar and the person is unhealthy, the body cannot handle it. This will cause the blood sugar to increase, and the pancreas will respond by releasing insulin. And with the recurring spike of insulin, the body's normal insulin amount can weaken, and the body will build a resistance, therefore causing type 2 diabetes. This same process of carbohydrates can lead to acne, and children who have a large amount of fast food each week are more likely to develop eczema. A large amount of calorie intake can cause an increase in weight, which majority of the time leads to obesity. This can cause an issue with the respiratory system, such as asthma or shortness of breath. I used to work with a doctor that was very obese, and he consistently was out of breath. He could never say a long sentence all at once. He constantly had to take breaks in between to catch his breath. The excess weight applies pressure onto the heart and lungs, and children who are obese have a higher risk of developing asthma. So now that I've covered just a little bit on how fast food can affect the body, I now want to discuss how sugar, fat, sodium can also affect a person who is not active enough in taking care of their body. This source will be the same, named The Effects of Fast Food on the Body. Before processed and fast food came along, we only relied on meat and fat from animals, which was all natural. And today, a majority of food we eat can be modified in some ways, and most people don't realize that. And it doesn't take much intake on sugar to negatively affect our body and turn into fat. As stated earlier, we used to only eat all natural meats from animals, which weren't bad for the body. And today there are now trans fat, which are basically man-made fats, which are horrible for the body. Sour cream typically contains 1 to 4 grams of added sugar. Grab any label of some type of food, and majority of the time there will be sugar added into it. And no amount of trans fat is good for the body. Trans fat can increase your LDL, which is the bad cholesterol, and lower the good cholesterol, which is known as HDL. It does the opposite of what we should be trying to do with our bodies, and which will cause an increase in our weight. And for a large amount of sodium can be very harmful for someone who has blood pressure issues, as sodium can raise the blood pressure and can cause trauma to the cardiovascular system and the heart. Finally, we reach my last point as to why fast food should not be in our bodies. Fast food has had a major impact in today's world, and not in a good way. My sources for this are again The Effects of Fast Food on the Body, and also Consumers' Estimation of Calorie Content in Fast Food Restaurants, which is by J.P. Block, S.K. Condon, K. Kleinman, J. Mullen, S. Lineskin, and S. Raphael Sheeman. published on May 23rd of 2003. This study proves how bad fast food is for America. I have always known that fast food is bad, but this study really shows how restaurants can fool their customers and how foolish customers can be at times. Vast majority of the customers are overweight and states that they eat at that restaurant at least once a week, which is a minimum of 4 times a month. And many of the customers did not look at the calorie count for each meal, and the ones who did stated that they revised their meal choice based off of those calories. I hope I have educated you. On the impacts of fast food, and even more so hope you edit your diet and cut fast food out. And I hope these 3 points have made it clear on how horrible fast food is and the amount of damage that it does on the body and America. It is tremendously high. And my specific goal was to inform you on the effects on fast food on the body and in America. And as time has gone by, the rate of fast food restaurants throughout America has increased. And with the increase, there has also been an increase. And with the increase in fast food, there has also been an increase in the ratio of obesity. Fast food has only negatively affected America. Effects on different parts of the body, such as the digestive system, the cardiovascular system, and respiratory system, and the skeletal system, was my point 1. And point 2 was effects of ingesting sugar, fat, and sodium if one is not active enough. And my point 3 was effects on fast food on society.